look, I do not. You can't call me racist. Okay? You can't
No,
say
you can't. Hello, I'm here.
Because Hi, everybody. Asagai
And Katie.
from Drinking Gourd.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in. We're just going over some news of the day. Came across a couple of videos I wanted Katie to check out, and it had to do with our president. I've been thinking a lot about him, over the last couple of days. I put up some videos. I put up a short, and it's been on my mind. And so I found these videos and thought I'd share them with Katie and share them with you if you haven't seen them. Something positive to think about.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We need something like that.
The first piece here is Vivek Ramaswamy. He spoke at the Republican National Convention last night, I think it was.
Okay.
And that's where this comes from. It wasn't too long. It's just a pretty good speech.
Okay.
So here you go. Eventually I'll find it.
Success is unifying. Excellence is unifying. That's who we are as Americans. That's who we've always been. To those of you watching this at home tonight, I'd like to deliver a message that the media doesn't want you to hear from the Republican Party. Our message to Black Americans is this: the media has tried to convince you for decades that Republicans don't care about your communities, but we do. We want for you what we want for every American: safe neighborhoods, clean streets, good jobs, a better life for your children, and a justice system that treats everyone equally, regardless of your skin color and regardless of your political beliefs.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
like
right?
that. Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yep.
And that's one of the things that I found out, and that the Republican Party was about, and the people that were Republican. I come from New York, as you know, and I grew up in my early teens and 20s. Voting was Democrat.
Yeah.
Okay? I
Yeah.
was
You
Democrat
told me about
for
that.
a long time.
Yeah.
And I, didn't really pay that much attention, but I went to pro-choice rallies and things of that nature, and when I came to Indiana and learned, well, actually it was after becoming a Christian, and then started paying attention to politics and realizing, wait a minute, the Democratic Party did not line up with my values, especially when it came to abortion. I changed my mind about abortion.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep saying that word. But I changed my mind about it in the late 90s, early 2000. And I remember that I realized, I'm not a Democrat. And then the more Midwesterners that I met that were Republican, and I would talk to them about politics and things, and they were always so welcoming and always so nice about talking about it. And they gave off an impression that was so opposite to what I grew up thinking Midwesterners about. In New York, they have this superiority complex where we really think that it's the center of the universe, okay? And everybody else outside of New York City were just rubes and hicks, okay? Y'all just country folk.
Yeah, you're the one that sits there and says that I have country slang in my voice. Do I?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes, you do.
Just because I come from Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. But, you know, so I understand what he is saying in the black community. You always heard Republicans were just for rich people. Republicans are just for white people. Republicans are just for, anybody that you aren't. They don't like gays. They don't like, contraception. Okay. All this stuff I found out was false. Just a big fat lie. And I've met the most wonderful people that I've ever met out here.
I bet.
I met you out
Yeah, you got lucky.
here. Yeah, I did. I can't argue with that.
Our message to every legal immigrant in this country is this: you're like my parents. You deserve the opportunity to secure a better life for your children in America. But our message to illegal immigrants is also this: we will return you to your country of origin, not because you're all bad people, but because you broke the law. And the
There you
United
go.
States of America was founded on the rule of law.
See, and this is a powerful message coming from him. Because like he said, hey, you're just like my parents. Hey, my parents. Okay, my parents came
his
here
parents.
from Panama. Okay, and they did it the legal way. My mom became a citizen. My dad became a citizen. And I'm born here, first generation of my family born here. And I learned that America was a amazing place. I'm so glad that they came here. But on the other hand, that doesn't mean that anybody can just walk in and
Right.
just come in just because this is the most amazing country in the world. It doesn't mean that everybody is it means everybody is welcome, but you have to go about it the right way.
Right, you have to go by the
Okay.
rules.
Look, when you come into my house, I gotta invite you in. If you just show up, well, I'm sorry, you're getting shot. But okay, but if that didn't happen, if I decided to just, I'm not gonna do anything about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna allow you. I'm not gonna be happy about you coming and you plop yourself on my couch and you eat food out of my fridge and you want to date my daughter. No, I don't have a daughter, but actually I do have a stepdaughter. But anyway, you wouldn't allow somebody to just walk in your house and take over.
Right.
Okay, and just suck all the resources out of your house. And look, I do not. You can't call me racist. Okay, you can't
You can't. Hello, I'm here.
No, I mean against people from Latin America, because that's
Right.
where my family came from. Panama, duh, look it up. All right, but it's you're not a country unless you have borders.
Right.
Okay, just like it's not my house unless I have a front door and a back door. Okay, you have to be able to keep the undesirables. I don't want to say undesirables. You want to keep people just from showing up at your door. Okay, just for coming in, and that's the thing that kills me about all these liberals that say no, open the border, welcome them in. Yeah, how's that working out?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
how's that
right.
working out for New York City and Chicago and all those places they dump those people off in? All right, the border is now all across the United States. It's the border crisis is everywhere, and I don't see any liberals taking them into their homes.
Nope.
I don't see a big groundswell of liberal Democrats who want open borders taking any illegal aliens into their homes, just like, hey, come on in, we'll take care of you. No, they don't. As a matter of fact, those guys have walls around their property.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that ironic?
I'm sure they do.
Isn't that ironic? And They have armed security too.
Our message to millennials, speaking as one myself. Yes, it's true. Our government sold us a false bill of goods with the Iraq War and the 2008 financial crisis, loading up our national debt that falls on our generation's shoulders, telling us that if we took out college loans, we'd somehow get a head start on the American dream, when it hasn't worked out that way. But we can't just be cynical about our country, because the United States of America is still the last best hope that we have, and we deserve a better class of politician, one who actually tells us the truth, even if it comes with some mean tweets from time to time.
That's right. That's right. Hello. Gee, I don't know who he's talking about.
And throughout, ever since he, lost that election and, lost that election. All they kept saying, I remember people kept saying is like, don't you wish you had a mean tweet right about now? Okay. When gas prices shot through the roof, when inflation shot up to 9%, all right, from 1.4% when he left office to 9%, and it's still over 3%.
Yeah, a gallon of orange juice, $8.
$8.
$8 for some orange juice.
I tell you, if you vote Democrat, you idiots. You freaking idiots. I hate being like that. I don't want to call people names. However, I learned this when I was young. When you do something dumb, you're not dumb. You just did something dumb. Right?
Yeah.
If you do the same thing a second time, well, maybe, hey, wait a minute. Maybe you didn't learn the first time. Let me reiterate and tell you again. That was dumb. Don't do it. But when you do it 3, 4, 5, 50 times, you're a freaking idiot. Okay? You deserve to be called an idiot. You've earned it. Okay? The Democrat Party has failed time and time and time again. All their things that they do. Look at those Democrat-run cities. They're like third world countries. You know what hit worse? It hit poor people the worst. Mm-hmm. Okay, it hit the middle class and the poverty line. It hit the worst. Hit us the worst. Why? Because we feel the effects of high food prices.
Yes.
Okay, we have someone who's rich. It doesn't affect them. Okay, they don't. I mean, yes, they're paying higher prices as well, but they can afford it.
Yep.
Okay. And so these liberal elites that want to talk about and live in their ivory towers and act like nothing's wrong aren't feeling what we feel.
Right. Exactly. They're not.
But we are leaving a hell of a lot of debt to our children. We are leaving a lot of problems. And I say, he's talking about millennials and Gen Z. Gen X, man up. Okay, we can fix this. We're not that old. Okay, we have the energy. We still can help fix this problem. But we have to. And when it comes to an honest politician, that's what I love about Donald Trump. One, he ain't a politician. Okay,
Nah.
just because he's served as president doesn't make him a politician. He wasn't a politician before then, and he's still not one. That's why they hate him, because a politician can be controlled. Okay? A politician can be controlled by, and they're supposed to be controlled by the people.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're not.
Absolutely not. They're controlled by lobbyists. They're controlled by big business. They're controlled by other politicians. They're controlled by God knows who else, like maybe China or the Ukraine, that have dirt on our certain president. No, they're controlled. We know Biden's being controlled.
Oh God, yeah.
We know Biden. He
He
ain't.
can't think for himself.
He's not. I mean, for a guy that poops in his pants, all right. He's not. He's not the commander in chief right now. We know this.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, we've got a lot to do.
And our message to Gen Z is this. You're going to be the generation that actually saves this country. You want to be a rebel? You want to be a hippie? You want to stick it to the man? Show up on your college campus and try calling yourself a conservative. Say you want to get married, have kids, teach them to believe in God and pledge allegiance to their country. Because you know what? Fear has been infectious in this country, but courage can be contagious too. That too is what it means to be an American.
I love that line. Courage can be contagious.
Contagious.
That's right. More of us that stand up and say no more. That's it. Enough's enough. We're not going for it. The stronger we get. The stronger we get. I mean, when like he said, you know, you want to be a rebel? You want to be somebody? I was a unicorn for the longest time. Okay? I was a unicorn for the longest time. I was the person that you just couldn't believe you would see a black conservative. Do you mind if I touch your face to see? Okay?
Are you real?
That was the attitude. Well, that was the attitude with certain people. Among the black community, it was totally different. It was you sell out, you Uncle Tom, you this, you that, you other. Okay? I got it from family members. I got it from friends. I got it from everybody. I lost friendships.
Oh,
I lost really good friendships over it, you know, but it's a polarizing thing. It's something that separates people, and it's their job to separate us. That's how they keep us under control.
yeah.
Why? Because we can't unite if we're fighting. Okay? You can't have a happy marriage if you're fighting all the time.
No, exactly.
You got to find ways to come together to have a common ground. That's what we need to do. We have lots. He named off. Look, say that you want to get married. Nowadays, where do these kids come from where it's just hookup? Hookup after hookup. They're not looking for a relationship. But then the other things that we've screwed them up in the way that they think. You know, young girls, they have this ideal. They think they deserve this perfect guy. And they ignore the ordinary guy that would love them and adore them and give them the world.
Mm-hmm.
But because he's not 6'3", make over $200,000 a year, young, handsome, you know, they're like, oh, I'm gonna wait for my guy, and then
They gonna keep waiting.
and they turn 30, and they turn 40, and now they're a little mad. Okay, and I wouldn't want to date in this environment, especially if I was young. Oh my God. I mean, all you got to do is go up and say, hey, how you doing? What's your name? And you'll be, oh, you misogynistic pig. or you'll get shot down in the worst way, because women don't have any problem with insulting a man that approaches them.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
you will get, ew. Okay, that's just you guys have it so tough. I do not envy them.
Nope.
I do not. I'm so glad I'm married.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I'm so
Me
glad I'm
too.
married.
Yes.
And you know what? If you're at home and you disagree with everything I just said, our message to you is this. We will still defend to the death your right to say it, because that is who we are as Americans. We are the country where we can disagree like hell and still get together at the dinner table at the end of it.
That's
Is
right.
the America I know. That is the America we miss. Success.
Yes, exactly. That is the America that I remember. That is the America that I grew up in. And it was always, everybody's always been fighting. They, check history. Read the Federalist Papers, okay? The writings and the letters back and forth with the forefathers as they fought over the Constitution and what it needed to have in it and how to form a government. And they were at odds with each other. They hated each other, but they knew they had to come together. They had to figure this out together in order for anything to happen, for us to have a country.
Right, right.
And this has been the greatest experiment, like he said, throughout history. This country is currently bigger and stronger than the top 10 countries in the world combined. Wow. Through our military, our economic, even our resources. We're sitting on more oil than Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why are we buying oil? Why are we buying oil?
So we got reserves.
We got more than reserve. We can sell like Saudi Arabia. And look at how much money they make. It's insane. It's insane the path that these politicians take us down while they get rich. They go into Congress. AOC, she's worth millions now. She was a bartender.
Oh, yeah?
She was a bartender before she got elected. And now she's worth millions. How? Because she became brilliant in economics all of a sudden? She was able to turn that $174,000 salary a year for congressmen and senators. All right. She was able to turn that into millions of dollars in just a couple of years.
Wow.
I tell you, being a congressman, it's
Got some change in that pocket.
oh, Vivek did a great job, I think.
Yeah, it was good.
That was a great
Yep.
speech. And there's some other things I want to show you. I've been yammering on, as people say that I do.
That's okay. I'm used to it. You guys
Y'all
love
get
him for
used
it.
to it.
Yes.
Y'all get used to it. But if you stuck around this long, thank you. Don't forget, if you're new, like, subscribe. Actually, like even if you're not new, but subscribe. Okay, we do music reactions, we do comedy reactions, we do news reactions. So
Yep.
come on back. You'll find something that you'll like. I guarantee.
All right. Yeah. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.